I'm very, very pleased to welcome you. My name is Jay Halfond. I'm Dean of Metropolitan College, Extended Education at Boston University. Welcome on Super Tuesday. We're not competing with any parades that are taking place today. And I'm very pleased to welcome you to our second annual recognition of those who work for the city of Boston and who attend Boston University. We're very, very proud to support their achievements. There's no other enterprise quite like Metropolitan College. We educate undergraduates and graduate students, youngsters, oldsters, adults advancing their careers and enriching their lives, those seeking new knowledge and new professions across many disciplines at many different venues, in traditional classrooms and through online distance education. Our common denominator is that we're there for those who choose to be educated at all stages of their lives. So to borrow a phrase, Met is the stuff that dreams are made of. We're truly a university within a university, one of BU's largest colleges now, and certainly its most entrepreneurial, diverse, responsive, and dynamic. And our enrollments have grown considerably over the last few years as we reach out more nationally and internationally. But at the same time, we don't want to lose our local focus. Hence our name, Metropolitan College. Our responsibility is also to our immediate community. And so we're here today to celebrate that civic sentiment with City Scholars studying at Boston University. And I especially want to thank Vivian Leonard and Dana Weber for working so well with us on this partnership. I remember a few years ago when we first began the discussions and had a couple of scholarship students, and now it's blossomed to quite a few, and we're here to recognize them today. I'm especially grateful that we have the mayor of Boston once again with us, and Tom Menino shares our conviction that education is truly the pathway to success. And he's worked with Boston's academic leadership, including our president here, to address the city's needs. Every day, Mayor Menino is out in our neighborhoods talking to residents, attending events, visiting businesses and universities, and education is clearly one of his highest priorities. And in 2006, the Boston Public Schools were awarded the broad prize as America's best urban school system. And Mayor Menino understands the important contribution that Boston's academic institutions make to our city and to the quality of life for residents and students alike. And so his presence today testifies to his commitment to his city employees, to academic achievement and partnership within Boston University. And so on behalf of Metropolitan College, on behalf of Boston University, I welcome the Mayor of Boston.
Thank you, Jay, and it's always great to be at BU, and especially in a program such as this at the Metropolitan College. Commissioner Davis is with us also, and all the folks from BU, thank you for what you do for us every day. And Vivian, where's Vivian? Over there, Vivian, who does a great job at the city with human resources, and Billy Oates from MIS, Informational Services, whatever you want to call it. But all depends what day of the week it is. But I just thank BU once again. BU, when it takes time to step up to the plate to help educate the kids in the Boston Public Schools, the Boston Scholars Program, we have about 56 of those youngsters who go here, get a full scholarship to Boston University. And that means a lot to those children, but also to their parents. And BU continues to do it over the years, and it's millions and millions of dollars they've invested in the future of Boston and through that program. And now through this program, the Scholars Program, it's so important to educate your workforce. And that's why I believe we do so well in Boston, because we have so many of our folks who work for us go into this program to get their masters and help them be better citizens, but also better workers for the city, and think differently, think more creatively. And so I just simply want to say to Boston University, thank you, and to all the folks who work for the city, thank you for your investment, your time, your energy. It takes a lot to go to school and have a full-time job. You have to give up a lot of different social events, family events, and time out of your busy schedules to do the homework, do the schoolwork, and sometimes it doesn't come that easy when you're out of school for a while. And you have to spend a lot of time at it, but to tells you the quality of the individuals who come through this program, because you've cherished education. You understand what it'll mean to you later on in life. As a person who went back to school later on in life myself, I understand that's why I'm the biggest champion of education, because I realized the mistakes I made when I was young and how I went back to school later on. And I always say if I didn't go back to school and get my degrees, I would never be mayor of Boston. And I just say to all of you, continue your vision, continue your thirst for knowledge, keep on using that in city government. I keep on saying to people now, status quo doesn't work anymore. With all the issues we face in city government today, with the financial problems that the state has put upon us, cutting our local aid once again, and we get a budget from the state that doesn't make any sense to me or anybody else who understands budgets. We're going to have to be more creative in city government. And so we're going to need all you folks who have been going to the school to use your creativity as we create the budgets as we go forward, and how do we work smarter and work more effectively. That's really smarter and more effectively as we go forward. That's what I think this means to me as mayor, to have an educated workforce, and that's so important to us. So I just simply want to say to all the folks who are part of the City of Boston team, thank you for taking your time, and thank BU for giving us the resources to make this available to the folks in city government who think about the future, and their future, and the city's future. Thanks a lot.
It's my pleasure to introduce a member of our faculty, Dan LeClaire. Professor LeClaire worked for the State Department of Correction for 16 years. He joined us several years ago as our chairman of Applied Social Sciences within Metropolitan College, within Boston University. He oversees programs in city planning, urban affairs, criminal justice, as well as our prison education program, and undergraduate degrees in psychology and sociology. Most of those being honored today fall under Dan's faculty and programs. So I want to introduce Dan. He's a sociologist specializing in the fields of criminology and criminal justice, and I'm very pleased to introduce Dan.
Well, I'd like to thank Mayor Menino for returning again this year. In his opening remarks, he talks about gratitude towards things that Boston University is doing for City of Boston employees. But as I've said before, things turn out differently than you expect. And so it looks like Boston University giving back to the City of Boston for hosting us as a university and all the other universities in the town. We find that we're being given again with the students, that the students coming from the City of Boston bring with them experiences in their agencies, add that to the discussions in class, and it's particularly important for some of the younger students in the class who've come right from undergraduate and haven't had real-life experiences, and then starting the networking and discussions and interactions with people that on a day-to-day basis are actually dealing with the issues that we're talking about theoretically. So again, I'd like to say thank you to the mayor and to the City of Boston for sending us these wonderful students and for improving our programs in doing so. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Catherine Meyer. I'm the Community Programs Manager at Boston University's Metropolitan College, and I have the privilege of introducing to you Annie Wilcox, who is a City of Boston employee and a fellow graduate student. She's been working on her Master's in Criminal Justice since the fall of 2006 and will complete it in May of 2009. Annie has a dedicated service to the City of Boston for over 21 years, and just this past month received a promotion, which to Annie is symbolic of all of the benefit that can result from a higher degree. Yes. And Annie thanks BU for the knowledge that they've given her and says Boston University's Metropolitan College has given her a better understanding of the diverse cultures that exist in her community in Dorchester, where she lives and works. Annie remarks poetically that she now understands the heartache that exists. And Annie, to me, and I'm sure others, is just a perfect example of the benefit and the potential that this partnership has for real social change. This 100% tuition scholarship allows Annie, a working mother of 5, to get her master's degree while deepening her commitment to the city of Boston through her research, through her learning, and above all, through her action to promote social change. Please welcome Annie.
We're discussing your 3 full-time jobs. Mother, still Boston boy and student.
Yes.
Good jobs. Not bad. Hope the babysitter's paying you.
As you know, my name is Annie Wilcox. I am originally from Memphis, Tennessee. I am 60 years of age. Some might wonder, why do you bother at that age to get a degree? And what could it possibly do for you now? But I am here because I have a dream. On August the 28th, 1963, my parents and their 15 children were glued to a small TV set to hear Martin Luther King Jr. deliver to the nation on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., "I have a dream." I asked my mother, where did he learn to speak with such conviction? After researching his educational background, I found out that one of his degrees came from Boston University. And I said to my mother, one day I am going to that school. She looked at me and she said, "You are dreaming." On Mother's Day, May 14th, 2006, I walked across the stage and received a Bachelor of Science degree in criminal justice from Boston University. In July, I flew back to Memphis, Tennessee to put that degree on my mother's grave. At the age of 60, I applied and did receive a promotion and a position as the CSO in District B3. So I guess I said to myself, I guess I'm the only one who applied for this. So out of curiosity, I said to the personnel director, how many applicants did you have? And she stated to me, 25. My dad once told us, good friends and good manners will take you anywhere you want to go. If he was alive today, I would say to him, Dad, I would like to add one more component to your adage. Good friends, good manners, and good education will take you anywhere you want to go. I would like to encourage the young members of the educational sphere to reach for the moon. And if you happen to fall, you will fall among the stars. I would like to take this moment to thank my professors. And I had a hard time. But it wasn't too difficult for Professor Nolan to take his Friday afternoons off to help us realize our dream and to be the best that we can be. So thank you, Professor Nolan. Thank you, Professor LeClaire. Thank you, my analytical methods professor. He changed my very way of thinking. And often when I sit in the classroom, I said to myself, what if there was a Professor Nolan in Madison Park High School? What if there was a Professor LeClaire in Jamaica Plain High? What if my statistic teacher was in somewhere Jeremiah Burke, what a difference those kids' life would be, because they are most caring professors and teachers that I have ever met. And I want to thank BU and the mayor for allowing me to have this opportunity to fulfill my dreams. Thank you.
I don't know how to add to that. Thank you, Annie, for speaking. It's now my pleasure to introduce a woman I'm sure most of you know, Vivian Leonard, who's the Director of Human Resources at the City of Boston. I've been quite fortunate to work with Vivian over the past year and a half, and just understand more of her commitment to education, to this partnership, to her staff, and bringing out in her staff the passion for advancing their career and advancing their personal growth. And we're quite fortunate to have her as a partner. Thank you, and please welcome Vivian.
Before I begin, I must say, Annie, you have made my day. You really, really have, because this is what it's all about. A year and a half ago, I challenged BU, the Metropolitan College, and I said, we have to do something different. We are in times that require changes. And so I'm looking for something more than just having employees go through an academic program. How can we make this so that it's practical in terms of the work experience, so that they're bringing something to BU and it's a mutually beneficial partnership that goes both ways? And Jay and Dan, you've lived up to that. Annie has truly made my day. You really have, because when you talk about dreams, you know, what I say to people is that, you know, working for the city is not just about having a job. Anyone can have a job. This is about having an impact on the city in which we live. And I've said this in front of the mayor, and I say to anyone, I don't have to work for the city. I'm a city kid, went to city schools. It's about having an impact and making a difference and having that passion. When you get up every day to come to work, you know that this is what it's all about. Thank you so much. Annie, employees like Annie are the new leaders. They are the new leaders. You can say that you're 60, but you know, age doesn't make a difference, it's the mindset. So when you come with that type of energy and attitude, you're the new leaders. You are the ones that the mayor and the rest of the city is looking to say, how do we deal with these new issues that are coming up in terms of whether it be violence in the police department? What are some new ideas that we can advance in terms of how we deal with this? What are new ideas that we can advance in terms of how we look at our youth and make them feel like they are valued and that they have something to add to this society? That's what it's all about. So when you're able to take the academic, combine it with the practical, here's the outcome. This is the outcome. And you know, to you, the new City Scholars, I say congratulations, and please, I just have to ask everyone if you can just get up out of your seats and give a round of applause to yourself and to the City Scholars. And where's Dana? Dana, I owe you a special thanks, because Dana keeps me on track with this stuff. It's easy to get sidetracked by all the issues that I'm trying to deal with and be committed to, but there are always people who keep me on track, and she's one of those people with respect to this particular issue. So thank you very much. Just to acknowledge, let's see, ISD. Just to show you how far we've advanced in terms of building new relationships because we continue to challenge each other. That's BU and I. And one of the things that we were able to make some progress on is to have some grad students come in from the business school and look at ISD in terms of customer service. And they were very committed. They did a presentation before the mayor last week. And guess what? They made some really good observations in terms of talking to people, coming up with a plan in terms of how do you take service to the next level within inspectional services. And a lot of it's not going to cost us anything. So that's a really good thing that we were able to do that. So Krista McCormick, is she here? I don't think she made it, but thank you very much for willing to open that door at the management school. And so we're going to continue that relationship, and we're going to continue to grow many other relationships. So thank you very, very much. So as a token of our appreciation to you, the students, we are very privileged here to have a book that has been authored by Lil Urick. And so what we'd like to do at this point is to present each of you, the city scholars who are here, with a book and have you come up and take a picture with the mayor. So I'm going to call your names, and hopefully we have an accurate list based upon those that have signed in. Selvin Chambers.
Oh, the names are.
Michael Calante. Michael Calante, Department of Homeland Security.
Yeah, they'll film Kim.
We don't. It's digital.
Dinesh Alves. Margaret Cummings.
Thank you. Okay.
Daniel Farnkoff. And I know Daniel's mother's here. And Michael Grace, who actually graduated last year, and we are very proud of him. Michael graduated after we had the program last year, so that's why he's here today. Joe Hogan. Mark. Thank you so much. Mark Joseph.
Is actually no, he's not here. The next one, Newton.
Yeah. Ian Newton. Lisa Palmer. Dominic Rebello. Oh, you're very welcome, Dominic. Jane Spruwell. You're very welcome. Kyle Washburn. The inspiring Annie Wilcox. Thank you. Kai Ewan. Once again, thank you very much, but I'd also like to thank all of my colleagues who make it possible for your employees to be able to come here and do this, and then to be able to come back to work and share with you what they've learned here. So I think that's really crucial, and please, if you have any suggestions about wanting your department to be the next department that we come into and take an issue and work with BU, do not hesitate. The time is ripe. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. On behalf of Boston University, I want to thank a good many people who are here tonight. I'm pleased that we're able to share Lou Urenick's book. Lou is chairman of our journalism department at Boston University, and his book received outstanding reviews, even in the Boston Globe. I'm sure it'll be a good read for all of us. I also want to thank the other members of our faculty who are here. Quite a few members of our full-time faculty are here to celebrate as well. Of course, I want to thank Annie in particular for her wonderful remarks and proof that dreams do come true. Your mother was wrong. I of course want to thank Catherine Meyer for organizing not only this event but really managing this relationship for us, and it's so important to us. Just a little sidebar story. She had a devil of a time finding gold stars to put on the City Scholars badges to indicate. So what does it say about our school system if there aren't any gold stars being sold or being manufactured anymore? So I think Catherine actually cut them out for you. So again, thanks to all of you, but thanks especially to the City Scholars for the privilege of being able to provide education in your lives and for the opportunity to celebrate your accomplishments. Thank you.